Hi, this is Steve with HomeStrung Jewelry.
And Debbie is here with HomeStrung Jewelry.
And you can tell from the box here that today we're going to be talking about our upcoming subscription box. This is our May box.
Yes, it's our Druzy box. It's our Flower Spring edition. You've got April showers brings May flowers.
And we have a new sticker that's going on this box that Debbie designed. She got tired of my dull Gemstone Orphanage ovals. She wanted something flashier. I did get to clean it up a little bit before we brought them out.
It's a combined effort.
Combined effort. No, Debbie just says, you take too much time. Here, I'm going to do it. Anyway, here is our box. This is the Druzy Agate box for May, and these will be coming up available. Well, they're going to be available right now if you want to buy one. We should mention that we have subscriptions available.
Yes, we expanded the subscription program with the introduction of our anniversary box, and we do still have a few subscriptions left. The importance for that is that extra boxes that go up for sale on our website, like there's extra ones of this one on sale, do cost more than the boxes cost to our subscribers.
Yeah, slightly more.
So if you'd like the lower price, be sure to send us an email request in the link that Steve puts below this video in the description, and we'll get you set up on the subscription program so that you can get the lower price.
Yep, just contact me and we can set up a subscription so that you just automatically get a box. You're guaranteed a box every other month. But enough about the other boxes. Let's look at what's inside the May box. This was a fun box. And our new setup here where everything is upside down, everything's also attached to the table. So if we touch anything, everything jingles. All right, first off, it's all about the sparkle.
And that's what Druzys do. They sparkle.
And I won't ruin it for you, but you can go ahead and read everything that you need to read. Anyway, about the sparkle and the shine on the inventory sheet. And it's a 2-page inventory sheet for those of you who are getting the add-on kit, the Findings add-on. And do we talk about the free gifts yet, Debbie?
No, we'll save that for later.
Okay. So anyway, give us just a second here and we will start with the Orphan. Okay, so the Orphan comes in its little bag, and then we have the envelope that comes as well. Inside the envelope is the really important stuff, which talks all about what you've got here in a Gemstone Orphan, of course. And also it talks about our little training guide for a new owner. For those of you who haven't looked at the training guide, it is free, it's available. There are links. One new thing that's on here is we do talk about the Gemstone Orphanage Facebook group. Wow, I can't talk today. Which is a growing group of people who are interested in the Gemstone Orphans. We would encourage you to go and check that out. There will be a link down in the description.
And starting with this box, we're going to start having contests in that Facebook group. And so you'll want to take a look at what the contest is, because the prizes are going to be very similar to our auction packages that we auction off occasionally. And the contest itself will revolve around this box.
Yes, and we have a group of very esteemed judges who will be judging the results of each contest. The esteemed judges will be Debbie and myself. And what is the contest going to be this first time, Debbie?
This first time we're going to keep it a little bit simple. You just have to design something from the box. You're not limited to just what is in the box, but we would like to see the majority of the components come from the box. And the prizes, like I said, are going to be a Gemstone Orphan complete with documentation and a dress-up bag, very similar to what you see in our auctions.
And knowing Debbie, it will cost more than I would like to spend. So anyway, you want to get in on the first one before I go in and start changing things.
And we'll have some pictures and explanations, posting of rules, all of that will be on the Facebook group.
Right. Also, you will get an adoption certificate, which this is the certificate for the stone that we're going to be presenting here, which gives a description, all of the stats. There's a registration number, but let's look at the stone.
And one of you will be getting this stone in this box. We've just randomly selected one from the pile. And
this is Monira, Arabic name meaning bright light, inventive. And here is the stone.
And
this
there
is the Druzy.
Monira.
Beautiful Druzy. This is a good example of a Druzy. You can see all the sparkly crystal here and also over there with black onyx background. Wow, we could spend 5 minutes just talking about this stone right here.
All the beautiful sparkle and glitter.
Talk about Monira. This is going to be a fun project for everybody.
For those of you who watched the Meet the Orphans, you'll know that all of our orphans this time do have Druzy in them, but they represent a wide range of color and shape. This one happens to be purple, but you could end up with a red, a blue, a green, a gold, a multicolored
Lots of
Druzy. Shapes are teardrops, marquees, hearts, coins.
I think there's even a moon in there. Maybe one?
Yeah, I think maybe there was one moon, a Druzy moon in there. So if you haven't seen it, you might want to skip back real quick and take a look at that Meet the Orphans video that came out a few days ago.
We talk about the free gift yet?
No.
Okay. Anyway, this particular bag, box, there are 3 bags in this box. And let's start with the main bag with all of the gemstones and the beads in it. Give us just a second to set it all up.
One of the first things that you're going to notice about this box is it is multicolored. That is because the orphans were all multicolored, so we decided to select beads that would kind of match and go with the orphan no matter which color you got. So the first selections in the box are a set of dragon vein agate frosted 8mm rounds. You get 20 of them, and as you can see, they're in multiple colors. The next selection is the same bead in a 6mm round, multicolored.
Wow, they're going all over the place.
And there are 30 of these. And the third set is, again, the dragon vein agate frosted in a 4mm round, and there are 35 of these. But look at that beautiful range of color.
What's next, Debbie?
All right, next is a strand of morganite graduated rounds. I picked morganite, again, because it has a variety of colors in its beads. Those of you who might be a little bit familiar with morganite will realize that we're getting on to the upper end of your semi-precious gemstones here. This has 4, 6, and 8mm rounds in the graduated strand. There are 31 beads total.
Next
is the morganite chips, because we want you to be able to blend components together. There is a bag of morganite chips. There are 7 inches if you were to have these on a strand. We ended up just putting them into bags because that's faster than trying to keep them on strands. So there's some morganite chips, and you can see how well they match those morganite rounds. All right, next on our inventory sheet are some dragon vein agate cubes. These are not frosted, but they are in mixed colors. They are 7 to 8mm.
Yeah, they're not a pure cube. They're a little bit just kind of a rounded edge cube. It looks like there's 6 of them.
Right.
Various colors. Dragon scale.
Well, dragon vein agate.
Dragon vein, excuse me. No scales, just veins. That sounds horrible.
Next is a set of 3 different components. Okay, we have a focal rose quartz round coin bead that's 20mm in size. We have 2 white jade flower beads that are 15mm in size. And then we have 2 rose quartz faceted briolette teardrops. Those would make some stunning earrings, especially if you added a pearl or a white crystal. to them. Mentioning pearls, we do have a selection of some fresh-watered pearls in this box. We wanted to bring in a few of the darker tones, jewel tones, and so we have a set of these peacock pearls. They are 6 to 7 millimeter in size. There are 14.
Yeah, they're a ring pearl.
And they are a ring pearl, but look at the beautiful shades of blue and green and purple.
Nice luster.
Beautiful luster on these. These are a really fun pearl. Cultured freshwater pearls have really gone up in price even in just the last year, but these are from some older stock that we had, so we're able to share them with you in our box.
My older stock.
Yes, Steve's. These are some of Steve's pearls. Next we have some rose quartz roundels. These roundels are 5 by 8 millimeter in size. There are 7 of them in the bag. And look at the beautiful color coming through. These are a fairly high quality rose quartz bead. And if the rondelles don't get your creative juices flowing, perhaps these beautiful rose quartz hearts will. These are 10 millimeter in size. There are 8 of them in the bag. And again, the quality and grade is very, very high on these. These are natural. They've not been dyed or manipulated. So now moving from the pink tones into the blue tones, we have a blue sponge quartz set of coins. These range from 11 to 12 millimeters in size. You get 5 of them. Blue quartz is often mistaken for aquamarine. So a lot of times this stone is passed off as being an aquamarine, but it's actually just a beautiful blue quartz. And a second option for blue semi-precious gemstones are these blue quartz rounds. They're not a sponge quartz, they're just a gorgeous light blue.
Are they 4 millimeter?
And they are 4 millimeter, and you get 35.
That's a lot of.
That's a lot of them.
That's a lot of them.
Now, I just noticed a typo on the inventory sheet. It says, for the size, it says 400. It's supposed to be 4 mm, not 400.
Yes, these are 400 millimeter rounds, everybody. That's 4 meters long. It would take up the whole camera space here, and they would weigh like 400 pounds a piece. But anyway, you won't be getting those. All
right, now we have a couple of hematite Heeshi options. I really like working with hematite Heeshis. First one is the gold. It's a light gold color. These are 6 by 2 millimeter. You get 30 of them. And I use these the way I use spacer beads to help separate and set off a certain type of beads. So you get 30 of these. And then while I was trying to decide what type of hematite Heeshi, I had a few of these hematite multicolored Heeshis, also in the 6 by 2 size, but I didn't have quite as many of these as I had of the gold, so you're getting 14 of these multicolored ones, but they'll look beautiful with a lot of the multicolored beads that we've got in this box. Now we have one of the strands, and this is a favorite. It's crystal AB in those discs. These are an A-grade crystal. Some of you who've been following us on the auctions would understand that when we say A-grade, we're talking about something that could compete with your Swarovski and Preciosa crystal. They are very clear, very sparkly, and we've had so much good feedback that I try to put these in whenever I can. There are 20 of them in the box. Now on the fun side, and for those of you who love the critters, we have...
Critters?
This is a critter.
A critter. Okay.
According to my granddaughter.
Yes, our granddaughter sorted these for us.
You get 3 of these fox glass beads. They are 18 by 14 millimeter in size. You'll get a pink one, a blue one, and then a two-toned, half pink and half blue. These make wonderful little pendants.
Yes, I believe our granddaughter, when she was sorting them, at least one or two of them went home with her.
I'm sure they did. And next is it's actually still on the strand, but it's in a bag. It's a half strand of a multicolored crystal rondelle. And because they're so tiny, I tried to leave them on the strand. They're only 3 by 2 millimeter in size. There should be at least 80, if not a few more beads on the strand.
These are just crystal, huh?
And one of my daughters thought they were morganite.
That's
to
what I
go
was
with
going to say. They look like the morganite.
They look like the morganite, but they're just a crystal. They're just a crystal bead. So, but yep, they do. They look just like the morganite there. Next, we have a very fun strand of flowers. Like I said, this is our flower box, our May box. So we have some tulips, I guess is what they are. We've got a leaf bead and a tulip bead, and they are in multiple colors. And I believe you get 12 sets in the strand. Yes, you get 12 complete sets.
It's a garden.
I like that. Garden there. Next are some beads I've fallen in love with for a glass bead. They're beautiful. They're a holographic glass bead. I've heard them sold and referred to as mermaid beads before. Again, we're offering a mixed color selection. The 8 millimeters, there are 20 beads.
Yeah, you can see the flash when you turn them around about halfway through.
Yeah, that holographic flash is just absolutely beautiful, and they have a lot of intense color.
Yep.
So
I have a project that I'm going to do a tutorial on.
And in addition to the 8 millimeter size, we have the same bead and the same mixed color selection. Again, in a 6 millimeter size, and this you get 25.
Well, 24. I think I just dropped one. So.
All right, this box will only have 24 of the, we'll make sure it has 25 of the round mixed beads.
Yep, same mermaid bead. Still got that flash it's like they've cut the bead in half.
And then next, I know that Easter's behind us now, but that was the inspiration for this next set of beads because they reminded me of Easter eggs. They're actually a glass bead that's been electroplated with multicolors, patterns, and there are 3 different types of patterns. So you may get the one that we're showing you here, or you may get the same bead but with a slightly different pattern in those multiple colors. And there are 6, and they are 11 by 8 in size. Now we also, for a first time ever, have a set of beads that are what we call polymer clay.
We call them that, huh?
Well, that's what they're made from.
That's what they are.
Well, I've heard these beads called vinyl.
Yeah, which is polymer.
Vinyl Hees beads before, but they are a polymer clay. And in addition to this rather large quantity of mixed colors, there are in there also 5 mixed colors of a little butterfly.
Yeah, butterflies.
The butterflies are 8 by 10. The Hees are 6 by 1.
And they don't weigh anything.
You'll get at least 5 butterflies, and like I said, there's probably 150 or more beads on the Hees. And look at those fun spring colors in there. They'd be fun to put with some of the flowers.
Let's see where I can fit these.
And as usual, we have so much in our box, we can't fit them onto our bead mats.
Well, we can. I will fit them on. We just pile them in.
Okay, now we have a stringing option. It's the first time I've put something like this into a box. It's the cup chain. And this one, I just, for some reason, when I set them out on the table, I had them next to those black pearls that we showed you earlier. So this is a gunmetal cup chain with a multicolored crystal inside of it. For those of you that are really into your crystal sizes and cup chain, it's an SS12, which works out to be just shy of a 3mm multicolored crystal.
It's almost an olive green.
It looks, in this light it looks like that, but it is a gunmetal on the metal color.
These are fun.
Look at the beautiful flash when you can see it coming from those crystals.
Yeah, we have a pattern, a video tutorial on how to turn cup chain into an earring using a button, and I'll link that up here in the corner so that you can see one of the things you can do with these.
But you'll get 15 inches of that cup chain. And there should be a project at the end of the video showing how we used it. So next are some bugle beads, twisted bugle beads. I put bugle beads in a box for the first time last box, the polymer clay. They were kind of a coppery color, whatever. I had so much positive feedback from people that I decided to add a twisted bugle bead in again, and this one is an AB finish on a black crystal bead.
Yeah, I want you to know Debbie goes through and sorts these and takes out all the broken beads, at least most all of them, so you get a nearly perfect set.
So there's around 80 beads, about 4 grams in the bag, so enough to put into a couple of great projects.
Yeah, where am I going to fit these?
I'd put them, if you can fit them, right?
Well, I can fit them.
Right next to those eggs, because look how they complement each other.
Of course, I've been dropping them as I've moved around.
So,
okay.
Well, we're almost done with this bag. Just a couple more items.
There's more in this bag?
2 more items.
Where are they?
This next item is a piece of
a garden.
polyurethane leather. There are 18 inches of this. It has a wonderful flower pattern in mixed colors again on it. It's black on its underside. It is 10 millimeters wide. There are some cord ends in the findings bag, so you'll be able to make a great bracelet from this. Could make a fun necklace too.
Whoa, no matter where I put this, it's going to be in the way.
And then the last item for this bag is a chain, and this one has enameled drops on it. It is real 18 karat gold plated, and it's a heavy gold plating, so it won't rub off nearly as quickly or easily as a lot of other gold toned metals do. And as you can see, each of these little drops are a different color. You get 14 inches of this chain.
This is one of those instant jewelry projects. You just add a clasp and you've got a short necklace or a bracelet.
Or it can be broken down into charms. There's a lot of things you can do with this type of a chain.
Okay, and I think I can fit that right there. But this is everything that is in the
bead bag.
The bead bag. So just give us a second, and we'll clear this away, and we'll bring out everything that's in the findings bag. Memorize this, because we're not going to bring it back out because there's not room for everything. All right, we're back with findings.
All right, let's see if we can get through this one. First bag will have 2 different buttons in it. One is a really beautiful crystal butterfly in tones of green and magenta. It is a metal shank or a metal encasing shaped like a butterfly. Second one is an antique silver button in a flower design. Some of the petals are textured, some of them are plain. You'll see an example at the end of the video of how I took this button and customized it by putting some colored resin onto it. And we're planning a video to show how I did this. Next are a couple of clasps. There is a gold toggle clasp made from 18 karat gold plated brass.
I can get it to show
and
here.
It has an enameled flower. It looks like a little long stemmed rose, and then the toggle has a matching rose up on it.
That's pretty.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The other clasp is a two-sided magnetic clasp, and there are little tiny pin type things that lock it into place so that it can't accidentally open up on you.
Well, it just holds it into place.
So you'll get one of those. It is a 12 by 18 size, and I love the fact that it was two-sided.
It is a very powerful little magnet.
It's a powerful magnet, but it has those little tiny...
It's the pins that just
little
keep
tiny
aligned.
pins that keep it aligned and keep you from being able to...
It won't slide around.
Slide it, so you have to pry it apart to open it.
Yes, pry you will. This is why you need fingernails, Debbie.
In the next bag...
Let me get this thing.
Because whenever
around.
I think of flowers, I also think of butterflies for some reason. So in this next bag is a set of 18 karat gold-plated French hook earrings that have a butterfly attached to it. I'm not sure how you would...
It's just got a butterfly.
Anyway, they have wonderful little butterflies on them. Imagine the great pair of earrings you could make from this set of hooks.
Those are pretty. Those are delicate.
Yes. In the next bag, we have a couple more earring findings. We have two sets of stainless steel. One is flowers with open holes in them. And again, I wondered about being able to go in and put either your fingernail polish or a resin into that open petal to customize these into a color that you would like.
Yes, I'd probably just paint the fingernail polish on the back.
The other one is also a stainless steel stud, and it has a little tray. It's hard to see on the camera here,
It looks
but it's
good.
cut in. There's a tray there, and I would fill this tray with a glittery, sparkly polish or resin or something, and again customize this set of studs. Next is a set of butterfly charms, because we do have a flower and butterfly theme going on here.
We do at the moment.
These are just some little 10 by 13 enameled into your 18 karat light gold. And this set is white, but the colors vary. You could get pink, blue, green, purple, red. You'll get a set in your box. The next item are the bells. We usually try to include a bag of fun different bells. In this case, we have one pinch bell in antique silver.
Oh, it's got a pattern.
And it has this beautiful little carved flower, again on both sides of the bell, so you can make it two-sided. And it has a little bit deeper neck, so it should fit any of the orphans that we have as a pinch bell.
That is wild. I've got it upside down.
Yeah, it has become one of my favorite bells. The other two bells are a tube bell that's kind of a filigree, because the flower pattern that's cut into them is actually cut clear through the metal, and then it has the hanger on it. You get one in gold and one in silver. If we haven't figured it out, this particular findings package is both gold and silver. So the next item is one of my favorite components, findings to play around with, and these are a 3-hole daisy spacer type bead. These are 15 by 6 millimeter in size, and they have 3 different holes with the flower pattern going around them. So they're a spacer. There are 15 of those 3-hole spacers, but I couldn't stop there. I decided to do a smaller version of that 3-hole daisy spacer. These are just 10 by 4 millimeter in size, identical to the larger version, just smaller. And you get 17 of these. And there will be a pattern at the end of this video showing how I used these. Our next bag, I must have really been on a daisy theme here, because these are daisy spacers. These are a little bit larger than the ones that we've put in the boxes in the past. These are 5 millimeter by 1.5 millimeter. And they are just a beautiful bright silver daisy space. They're very flat, but I use these in so many designs. Next item are 16 of these twisted jump rings. These are 10 millimeter by 1 millimeter.
Are these a solid ring or are they cut?
No, they're a jump ring. You can twist them open and close. They're not solid, but they're so well manufactured they look almost solid, but they're not. They actually do open and close.
I have to really look to find
the opening on that. But
these are nice.
These are really pretty and a great way to fancy up something when you just need a ring to join things together. And then I decided I had to find some type of a metal bead that was shaped as a flower.
These are my favorites.
And I found these. They're 7 by 2 millimeters, and you get 10 of them in the bag. There's 5 petals, and every petal looks like an individual flower, and then the 5 are joined together to create a flower.
They're just, drilled through the middle?
And they're drilled through the middle. Okay, on to some links. This is where I really started to get carried away, and I couldn't decide between the links, so I decided to put all of them in. There are 3 links in here. The first one is 18 karat gold plating.
So which one's that? It's the little butterfly?
It's the little 3-dimensional butterfly. You actually have 2 butterflies, because this one, the one set is...
You got one on top of the other.
You got one on top of the other, and they look 3-dimensional.
Very.
Okay, so that's one of the links, and that one is 22 by 19 millimeters. The other link is another enameled and has a little ladybug. It's got the little flowers on it, and it is 18 by 11 millimeters. It even has a teeny tiny crystal right here that I can see flashing in Steve's hand. The third link is a butterfly link that's got the wings are filled with CZ crystals, and this one is 22 by 19, and it just flashes and sparkles like crazy.
There we go.
So I couldn't decide between them, decided I'd include all 3 links into this box. And then, because we are doing both gold and silver, I decided I had to have a couple of silver links. And so what I have are some leaf links. They are 15 by 9 millimeter, and you get 4 of them, and the design is on both sides. And then you get the little, what I call a dotted flower link, and you get 2 of those. They're 18 by 11. They are not 2-sided. But again, I got thinking that, if I'm going to play around with some nail polish or resin, I could do something with these flower links to customize them and turn them the color that I would want to have work in my design. So another flower option for our May box, which is flowers, are these 2. They're actually a bead frame. The hole goes from the middle of one petal down between the other 2. This way you can suspend beads inside of the frame. And they are 15 by 2 millimeters, and you get 2 of them in the silver tone. And as I promised when we were going through the first bag and came to that piece of leather cord, you have a couple pieces of a very antique, they're actually stainless steel cord ends. They're 16 millimeters wide. And you'll see the design that we made at the end of this video. And one of the things we wanted to do in our last box, I had 3 little rings. They were stretch cord rings. If I have time, I would like to do some more rings. They were just fast and fun to make and put together. But I thought one thing that might come in handy would be this ring sizer. This is reusable. You just insert it, you pull the little tab until you have it the right size on your finger, and that tells you what size of ring you need to make.
Okay, I gotta see if this works. Oh, it seems to. I think we have these both in black and white, so they may get one or the other.
Yeah, you'll get either a black one or a white one.
Okay. And if you have someone break into your house and you need to tie them up, you just use these like handcuffs. No, I don't think that would work.
Or if you've got a granddaughter that's just getting married and comes over to your house and says, I need to know what ring size my finger is. Yeah. I just happened to have these on hand and was able to measure her finger and tell her what size of ring she needed. And then the last item that's in the findings bag, and it doesn't fit in the bag too good, so it might just be in the bottom of your box, is a full spool of elastic stretch cord. It's 0.7 millimeters thick, which is my favorite size, because for beads that are like 1 millimeter, I can almost get 2 strands through. And yet for pearls and beads that have much smaller holes, it still fits through those too.
Any idea how much is on the spool?
10 meters.
Oh my heavens, that's 10 meters?
Yep,
that's like 33 feet.
So you get 10 meters of a stretch cord. And as you see some of our finished design examples at the end of the video, you'll understand why we thought you might need this much stretch cord.
Okay, so that's everything that's in the findings bag.
And then we do have one more bag that's our bonus item. So let us get this cleared up and then we'll show you what your bonus item is.
Okay, we're back with the bonus.
This time the bonus item is a little bit different because it is a complete kit. It is something that I was working on and thought, oh, this would be fun to share with all the subscribers. So instead of just giving you a bonus item or two,
like a cool pair of socks,
we're giving you an entire kit. And I've been on this design streak lately, which was how to use jewelry components to design something other than a piece of jewelry that you would wear. And I thought, we've had several people comment that they've got more beads than they know what to do with. And so I thought, well, we're going to start a series on how you can use beads and components and make items that aren't necessarily jewelry items. So this is the first in a series of projects and designs that I'd like to work on that it is not a jewelry item. And we called this kit Druzy Friends or Druzy Dolls.
And here's our Druzy.
And here is what the kit makes up into. This is what she looks like when she's all finished. And we'll show you what's in the kit. And we do have a very detailed instruction sheet that is free if you're a subscriber. And the URL address, what do you call it?
Yeah.
Or for the
link.
The link for this instruction sheet you'll find in your box. And then we also plan to release a video on how to put this doll together. But just to show you what's in your little bonus bag, the components that are used to make up this doll.
Wow, that was an earthquake, everybody.
Here we go. What you'll get in here is the little face bead. It's a wooden bead, and if you notice, the face is already painted, so you won't have to worry about whether you can paint the face or not.
This is like doing an alien autopsy.
This is a pom-pom that we use to make the hair, and it has this cute little loop in it that you'll use to bring it down through the hole in the bead so that you can attach and make your hair. Here's the wire that we use to create the body frame. Here are the seed beads and the shoes that are used in the arms and legs. Here are a set of seed beads with little pearls that make these little attachments or embellishments, accessories. You'll be able to make 5 little flowers. We put one in her hair. We have one on the front, one on the back. You can put one in the skirt. You can
wear them. You can make rings.
And then this little bag has
all the metal components.
All the metal components that you need to create the body.
And the bodice.
And then the little hematite Druzy, since she's a Druzy doll, that she holds in her hand. And then this set of crystal tape is actually, that's what it is. It's a self-adhesive tape that you wrap around to create the bodice for her little dress. And then you'll get enough of a gathered fabric that makes up the skirt.
Yeah, the hair and fabric will come in different colors.
Yeah, there are 10 different colors of hair. It could be black, red, blue, green, yellow. Even the skirt comes in different colors. So you're seeing kind of a pink version here, but what's in your box could vary. And like I said, you have both access to a free instruction sheet, and there'll be a free video showing you how to put your little Druzy doll together. It's
a Druzy. And if there's interest in this, we have designs for doing other types. We have like an Independence Day firecracker version. There's a fall version, winter version. We're looking at Christmas angels.
And
December, Halloween. Oh, heavens, the Halloween. I'm having fun with it already.
Right now, we just have the different color versions. They'll be available on the website. So if you want to make up more than one doll, you can always come back to the website and order additional kits. If you're a subscriber, you'll get a discount.
Anyway, this is a free gift, which we're including in this one. Almost as good as socks. But anyway, so let us know in the comments what you think of the Druzy dolls. If it's something you're not interested in doing, that's fine. We won't pursue it any further, as far as the Gemstone Orphanage. But if it's something that you really get excited about, if you'd like to do something different than just make jewelry, let us know so that we can expand the line a little bit.
Well, it's not just dolls. I want to do some projects where we do sun catchers, ornaments.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Different types of wire projects that aren't jewelry, but they can use up your bead stash.
Yep, there's fun things here. Anyway, that was the box. Everything that's in the box, it will be available. We'll begin shipping the subscriptions out immediately. Within the next couple of days. For those of you who would like a subscription, contact us in the note, from the description down below in the notes, and we will have extra boxes available at a slightly higher price on our website. Have any comments, questions, concerns? That's what the comment section down below is for, or contact us through the email. We appreciate you coming today and look forward to seeing you again in the future.
This is Debbie saying goodbye, and hope all of you have a great beading experience.
And let us know of any projects, post any projects that you make from the May box, and you'll be entered in the contest. See you all later.